Section 300.22c of the National Electrical Code applies to boxes located in plenum areas. This section mandates that boxes and fittings used in these spaces must be specifically listed for plenum use. In situations where non-listed low-voltage brackets or non-metallic boxes are present in a plenum area, they must be replaced. The replacement should consist of either listed non-metallic boxes or metal boxes, both of which are designed to meet plenum safety standards. Any mounting holes or knockouts present in these boxes must have Firestop material applied to them. Acceptable Firestop materials include caulk foam or intumescent putty. These materials prevent the spread of fire and smoke through openings in the boxes. Faceplates and jacks used in plenum areas must be plenum rated. This means they need to meet the flammability requirements outlined in UL 94 V0 or V-1. These standards ensure that the materials used are self-extinguishing and do not contribute to the spread of fire. The boxes themselves must be securely mounted to the ceiling or other supporting structure to ensure stability and prevent them from becoming a hazard. Cables installed in plenum areas must adhere to the guidelines specified in Article 800 of the National Electrical Code. This article covers the proper installation and handling of communication cables to maintain safety and performance. All penetrations through fire-rated barriers, including the holes for the boxes and cables, must be sealed to maintain the fire resistance of the barrier. This sealing is crucial for containing fire and preventing it from spreading to other areas. Project specifications should clearly state that all materials used in plenum areas must comply with the applicable fire safety requirements. This ensures that everyone involved in the project is aware of and adheres to these critical safety standards. Firstly, understanding what constitutes a plenum is essential. A plenum is a space used for environmental air. Common examples include the space above a suspended ceiling used for return air or the underfloor space in a computer room. Because these areas facilitate air circulation, they can also facilitate the rapid spread of fire and smoke. Secondly, the listing requirement for boxes and fittings is paramount. Listing means that a product has been tested by a recognized testing laboratory, such as Underwriters Laboratories, and found to comply with specific safety standards. Using listed products provides assurance that they have been evaluated for their fire-resistant properties and are suitable for use in plenum environments. Thirdly, the choice between non-metallic and metal boxes depends on several factors. Metal boxes offer inherent fire resistance and can be a suitable choice for plenum applications. Non-metallic boxes, if listed for plenum use, are designed with materials that meet specific flammability and smoke generation requirements. Fourthly, the application of Firestop materials to mounting holes and knockouts is a critical step in maintaining fire safety. These openings can act as pathways for fire and smoke to spread from one area to another. Firestop materials expand when exposed to heat, sealing the openings and preventing the passage of fire and smoke. Fifthly, the flammability requirements of UL 94 V0 and V-1 are key considerations for faceplates and jacks. UL 94 is a standard that tests the flammability of plastic materials. A V0 rating indicates that the material self-extinguishes within 10 seconds and does not produce flaming drips. A V-1 rating indicates that the material self-extinguishes within 60 seconds and also does not produce flaming drips. Choosing faceplates and jacks with these ratings helps to minimize the potential for fire spread. Sixthly, secure mounting of boxes is important for both safety and functionality. Loose or improperly mounted boxes can pose a hazard and may also compromise the integrity of the wiring connections. Proper mounting ensures that the boxes remain securely in place, even in the event of a fire. Seventhly, Article 800 of the National Electrical Code provides detailed requirements for the installation of communication cables. These requirements cover various aspects of cable installation, including cable type, support, and separation from power conductors. Following these guidelines helps to ensure the safety and performance of communication systems. Eighthly, sealing penetrations through fire-rated barriers is essential for maintaining the fire resistance of these barriers. Fire-rated barriers, such as walls and floors, are designed to contain fire and prevent it from spreading to other areas. Any penetrations through these barriers must be properly sealed to maintain their fire resistance rating. Ninthly, explicitly stating fire safety requirements in project specifications is crucial for ensuring compliance. Clear and concise specifications provide guidance to contractors and installers, ensuring that they are aware of the specific requirements for plenum areas. Tenthly, it is beneficial to conduct thorough inspections to verify that all materials and installations meet the specified fire safety requirements. Inspections can help to identify any deficiencies and ensure that they are corrected before the project is completed. Furthermore, ongoing maintenance is essential for maintaining fire safety in plenum areas. Regularly inspect boxes, cables, and fire stop materials to ensure that they are in good condition and functioning properly. Replace any damaged or deteriorated materials promptly. Consider the specific types of cables that might be used in plenum spaces and their fire ratings. Common types of cables used in plenums include data cables such as Cat5e, Cat6, and Cat6a, as well as fiber optic cables. These cables are available with plenum-rated jackets that meet the flammability and smoke generation requirements for plenum spaces. Also consider the importance of proper cable management in plenum areas. Cables should be neatly bundled and supported to prevent them from sagging or becoming damaged. Proper cable management also makes it easier to inspect and maintain the cables. Keep in mind the specific requirements for grounding and bonding in plenum areas. Grounding and bonding help to protect against electrical shock and prevent the buildup of static electricity. Ensure that all boxes, equipment, and cables are properly grounded and bonded in accordance with the National Electrical Code. Remember that different types of fire stop materials are available, each with its own advantages and disadvantages. Caulk is a versatile and cost-effective fire stop material that is suitable for sealing small openings. Foam is another popular choice that expands to fill larger openings. Intumescent putty is a moldable material that is easy to apply and provides excellent fire resistance. Recognize that the specific requirements for plenum areas may vary depending on the local building codes and regulations. It is important to consult with the local authorities to ensure that your project complies with all applicable requirements. Furthermore, consider the impact of modifications and renovations on fire safety in plenum areas. Any modifications or renovations that involve changes to the wiring or cabling systems must be carefully evaluated to ensure that they do not compromise fire safety. All new materials and installations must meet the applicable fire safety requirements. It is also beneficial to provide training to contractors and installers on the specific requirements for working in plenum areas. Training can help to ensure that they are aware of the potential hazards and know how to properly install and maintain fire-resistant materials. Remember that documentation is essential for demonstrating compliance with fire safety requirements. Keep records of all materials used, inspections performed, and any corrective actions taken. This documentation can be helpful in the event of an audit or inspection. It is also a good idea to develop a fire safety plan for the building that includes procedures for responding to a fire in a plenum area. The plan should identify the location of fire extinguishers, fire alarms, and emergency exits. All building occupants should be familiar with the fire safety plan. Consider the use of fire-rated enclosures for equipment located in plenum areas. Fire-rated enclosures provide an additional layer of protection and can help to contain a fire in the event that one occurs. These enclosures are typically constructed of metal and are designed to withstand high temperatures. Think about the importance of regular inspections and testing of fire protection systems in plenum areas. Fire alarm systems, sprinkler systems, and fire suppression systems should be inspected and tested regularly to ensure that they are functioning properly. Any deficiencies should be corrected promptly. Realize that the cost of fire safety measures in plenum areas is an investment in the safety of building occupants and the protection of property. While fire-resistant materials and installations may be more expensive than standard materials, they can save lives and prevent significant property damage in the event of a fire. You should also consider the environmental impact of fire-resistant materials. Some fire-resistant materials may contain hazardous chemicals that can be harmful to the environment. Choose materials that are environmentally friendly and comply with all applicable regulations. Consider the use of alternative wiring methods in plenum areas, such as the use of conduit or cable trays. These methods can provide additional protection for wiring and cabling and can make it easier to inspect and maintain the systems. Recognize that the National Electrical Code is constantly evolving to address new technologies and safety concerns. Stay up to date on the latest code requirements and ensure that your projects comply with all applicable regulations. By following these guidelines, you can help to ensure the fire safety of plenum areas and protect building occupants and property from the devastating effects of fire. The selection of appropriate materials is paramount in maintaining the integrity of plenum spaces. Consider the specific requirements for supporting cables within the plenum. Support mechanisms should be fire-resistant and designed to prevent cable sag, which can impede airflow and create potential hazards. Pay attention to the labeling and identification of cables within the plenum. Proper labeling helps facilitate maintenance and troubleshooting, ensuring that technicians can quickly identify and address any issues. Additionally, adhere to the specified fill ratios for conduits and cable trays within the plenum. Overcrowding can restrict airflow and increase the risk of overheating, potentially compromising the fire resistance of the system. Furthermore, consider the use of wireless technologies within plenum spaces. While wireless systems can offer flexibility and convenience, they also pose potential fire hazards. Ensure that all wireless equipment is properly installed and maintained, and that it complies with applicable safety standards. Keep in mind the specific requirements for emergency lighting within plenum spaces. Emergency lighting is essential for providing illumination during power outages, helping occupants to safely evacuate the building. Emergency lighting systems should be regularly inspected and tested to ensure that they are functioning properly. Additionally, consider the use of fire-resistant coatings on exposed surfaces within the plenum. Fire-resistant coatings can help to slow the spread of fire and provide additional time for occupants to evacuate the building. These coatings should be applied by qualified professionals and maintained in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions. Think about the importance of coordinating fire safety measures with other building systems such as HVAC and fire suppression systems. Effective coordination can help to maximize the effectiveness of fire protection measures and minimize the potential for damage. Recognize that fire safety is a shared responsibility. All building occupants, contractors, and maintenance personnel should be aware of the potential fire hazards in plenum spaces and the measures that are in place to mitigate those hazards. By working together, we can help to ensure the safety of our buildings and the people who occupy them. Finally, remember that fire safety is an ongoing process. It is important to regularly review and update fire safety plans and procedures to ensure that they remain effective and relevant. By staying vigilant and proactive, we can help to prevent fires and protect lives.